because I knew, I said, well, I win or lose, I'm leaving when this show's over.
Right.
Yeah.
Nobody's sending me home.
Right, yeah.
You might not give me this bread, but I'm telling you, I promise you right now, I'm leaving, and everybody else is leaving too. Cardi's leaving, he's leaving, we're all leaving together.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So when I felt like, okay, this might not be a moment of triumph for me, how can I turn this moment into a moment that's mine no matter what happens in the end? And that's where On My Way came about.
But that's how you live your life, too.
Exactly.
Yeah,
But you know what? Everything trained me for that moment to make that decision and say, you know what? I'm not going to let them dictate how this ends.
Right.
I'm going to dictate how this ends.
Yeah.
And it's going to end my way.
Finesse. There's been times, I'm sorry, there's been times that me and him will be just chilling, talking, and Nas calls his phone. You know what I mean? Yeah.
Mm.
And it's like...
Well, you was around that time.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Dr. Dre, and he just wasn't giving in to what they wanted. He could have signed with anyone he wanted. Rakim, all of them. Eric B came to the show when he first brought Mr. Good Energy for the first time on stage.
Eric B was
on the side, was trying to. I was like, yo, this, and you know what? He didn't want to give up everything.
What was it about? So what was? And again, you're mentioning some iconic hip hop.
Yeah.
So and these guys are like hip hop.
And that was before Rhythm and Flow.
Right. So
way before.
That was before Rhythm and Flow.
So
So imagine after Rhythm and Flow.
Right. What was it about? What was it about them? Again, you mentioned. Come on.
It wasn't about anybody. It was about me.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
So
I
what
think
was that moment like?
I think that when you're independent and you're coming up and you learn the business and you're able to be as free as I am, nobody else in the world is going to put a right value on what that freedom is. Being able to control my schedule, being able to be a present father for my children, being able to own all of the music, all of the masters,
rights, sure.
100% of the money.
Yep.
I keep all my show money, everything, my publishing, I own everything. Like, what's that value, right? So then they'll tell me what that value is, and I'm like, no, that's not the value. But I can't tell them, and they can't tell me because I have it's personal to me, right?
Right.
So that freedom is priceless to me.
Yeah.
So when it comes down to, maybe becoming more successful and more famous, like a lot of people are more famous than rich. There's a lot of celebrities out here right now that are on this radio station right now that are in debt. Right?
Right.
I might not be as famous as I'm not them, right?
Right.
So being independent and touring independently early and kind of riding on the tour bus and experiencing that famous feeling, nobody could bait me with fame.
Sure.
That's all they had to bait me with. Was like, hey, you're not gonna own anything, but we're gonna make you this. And I'm like, I really don't care about that. I've already had my own tour bus. I've already toured the country. I've done this. I've done that. So fame didn't interest me.
Sure.
And a lot of people that sign deals, bad deals, it's for fame.
Yeah.
And I just want to be a good dad. I want to control my schedule. I want to run my business. I want to make the music I make and just live the way I live. And come back to Rhode Island when I want and live a normal life.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I just want to be normal.
I think it's blessed, brother. I think it's a lot of being grounded for you. I think that, obviously you're growing up and what you learned in that environment
Exactly.
helps shape you who you are and to never lose yourself.
For sure.
Right? Because it is so easy to lose yourself in the industry.
Yeah, absolutely.
Because people, you're trading your core values for sometimes what looks like a monetary opportunity.
Yeah.
And the fame.
Yeah.
Right? And then when it's all said and done, it's like, I don't think people understand, you are so disposable.
Yeah.
People don't understand, you are.
Forget it.
You're disposable in the industry.
And you know what, too? Going back to what she said, what got me closer to, the God stuff, too. Don't get me wrong. After Rhythm and Flow, we took a lot of meetings, and I was excited about those meetings because I just wanted the deals to be fair. I never was against the deal. I just wanted them to be fair.
Yeah.
And then that's when I was exposed to a lot of stuff that I feel was not godly, right?
Yeah,
and as the deeper you get into the industry, the more you realize how ungodly it is.
Yeah.
And I'm like, okay, maybe I don't want to be in this room. Maybe it does smell like crap in here.
Right.
Everybody's breath stinks.
Yeah.
I kind of want to go home.
I was gonna ask you about the dark sides of the production. What did you see that you didn't expect it, whether it's good or bad? Was there something that surprised you about the whole Netflix thing? Was it something that disappointed you?
Nothing surprised me for sure.
Yeah.
Because I'm already hip to everything. But I I don't think anything bad happened. I think everything was cool. I think people were rooting for me for sure. But I do think that there's politics in everything that you do. Let's just say that. There's just politics in everything. No matter what it is. Sports gambling, sports, music, it's all politics. You know, the Drake Kendrick beef, like everything boils down to politics. And I didn't play that game.
Well, this is the juice, baby. We're gonna get back into the music. We gotta pay these bills. You know what I mean?
Yes. and listen. He brought joints.
Okay.
We got some flawless joints we want to play.
Oh, we got a few surprises.
Yes.
You know what I mean? We ain't gonna let them leave like that, man. You know what it is.
Let's do this. Let's do this, right? Because we don't know how long we have them here for. So let's do this. Let's get into a joint right now. I want to play Everything You Needed.
Okay.
And can you give us the backstory about that song, how you created it, and why, so people can kind of get an idea as you start. And listen, I listen to all three of these joints, and it's fire.
Yeah.
It's 1,000% fire. So I want to get into a joint first, and then we'll pay the bills at the top of the hour.
There it is.
So give me this. Give me the backstory of this. Everything You Needed.
Everything You Needed is actually interesting because it's a transition for me as I become a writer and become a better writer. I start to realize that not every situation needs to be personal. So I'm in the gym, my guy's telling me a situation that he's in and what he's going through. And I literally was going to the studio after the gym, and I get to the studio and I'm thinking about the conversation that we had. And I'm like, I gotta write a joint for my mans. You know what I mean? I gotta write a joint that's gonna make him feel better, because I ain't trying to hear this tomorrow again. I couldn't get my workout in because he was talking too much, right?
He's coming.
So I'm like, I'm gonna give him this joint. He gonna play it the whole hour and leave me alone, right?
That's what it's called?
So I'm gonna give you everything you needed to be quiet for the next gym session. That's what it's called.
Put these headphones on.
Put these headphones on. Listen to this. So, but everything you needed is about anybody that's been done wrong, and it's like you know that they tried you, but it's no hard feelings because you know you're the prize. You know what I'm saying? So it's like I gave you everything you needed, and it's all good if you didn't accept that, because I'm gonna be good regardless. You know what I mean?
It touched home with me, brother.
Yeah, I appreciate that.
That's probably like more of an off the microphone.
Actually, I'm sorry to hear that. He said touch home. I'm like, I appreciate that. Wait, no, I don't. I'm sorry. Actually,
but I think
my apologies.
Like, we all go through things, right? But I think that's the strength and that's the power of the pen, right? Because you can, like, as a DJ, like, I can't speak like that, right? I only speak through what I play. So you have the ability to write things that can really resonate so deeply with people.
Nah, for
right?
sure.
Things that you've seen, things that you've gone through, what your man's going through, and you're doing something for him. And when I listen to it today, I'm like, damn, like, yo, like, that's hitting me right now.
Nah, that's what's up.
I want to know the backstory.
That's not what's up.
This dude is gonna be like, this dude is gonna be like, this is way too relatable. I feel
and you know what? If you ain't familiar with his music, he has a lot of joints that are impactful.
Yeah,
you know what I mean?
Yeah, we make real music over here. Real music, for real.
Yeah.
So we're gonna get into this right now, man. It's Flawless, aka Real Talk. Everything you needed. Let's get it poppin'.
Let's go.
I do everything that you needed. And I give you everything that you wanted, babe. Oh, I give you everything that you needed, babe. But you didn't do the same for me. You never showed no love to me.
I live with no regrets. Love been dead, I'm just paying my respects. Wishing you the best, but at the same time I've been praying for your next while I'm cleaning up this mess that you left. It's been too long, my feelings were too strong. You move wrong, now I gotta move on. Needed you gone, I ain't good with goodbyes, but it's worse when I'm exposing your lies. Yeah, these shoes are your size, put them on like they Louis Vuitton. Hope you end up where you thought you belonged. I'm rooting for you, and I won't hate you just for doing me wrong. But ain't no words for you after this song, so go and party on the weekend. Go and have your season. It all feels good till the moment when it's seeping. It's when you realize that you've fallen off the deep end, and everything we had a lot more meaning. I thought that I
do everything that you needed. I give you everything that you needed. Need it, babe. I give you everything.
couldn't see you in the disguise, we know love is blind. You really just let go of what you'll never find. You thought that it was greener on the other side, forgetting you were colorblind. I really should've never mind, cause they say two wrongs don't make it right. You've gone from what I like to gone out of my life. Texting me when you and your thoughts alone at night, but
You never showed no love to me.
gotta leave you on red. Communication is dead, won't let you get in my head. I'm standing on what I said, won't even shed light on the rumors you try to spread. I'm really just gonna put it to bed, so I don't even need a reason. You went and had a season, it all felt good to the moment that it seeped in. It's when you realize that you're falling off the deep end, and everything we had a lot more meaning. I thought that
I do everything that you needed.
Yes. Flawless, aka Real Talk,
And I give you everything
in the building right now.
you wanted, baby. Oh, I give you everything that you
Wow.
So
that's one of the most popular, one of the more popular songs off the Gratitude album. If you haven't checked the Gratitude album out, make sure you do, on Spotify, all platforms.
saying that's one of the most popular songs.
Yeah, that's one of the most popular ones. Yeah.
So it sounds like a lot of us are going through a lot of stuff.
Yeah, for real. The breakup songs hit, man. The breakup songs hit for real.
Yo,
Like, there's
what?
a lot of folks going
And
through
that
a
came
lot
out
of stuff.
summertime. You know the breakup season is summertime.
Right. We
It
wanna
was
be out- we wanna-
crazy.
we wanna
People
be
were
out-
hitting me like, this my
We
anthem.
want to be outside, right?
I'm like, that's what's up. I mean, that's not what's up.
What song of yours feels like a prayer but disguised as music?
Feels like a prayer would be a new song on my album. It's called Heaven, and it's like basically saying I wanna make it into heaven, and it's definitely like a prayer for sure. But I would say that Supposed to Be is definitely like a prayer, because it's really like speaking on, being present in the moment and thanking God for being where knowing you're where you're supposed to be, because it's all a part of God's plan.
Okay.
And understand, like, letting him know you're trusting that. So Supposed to Be definitely is as well.
We're going to play that later on as well.
Yeah.